Hey creator, today I'm taking you behind the scenes of how it was to create my second hand-dyed yarn collection, and we're talking about the good, the bad, but also the ugly. But before you start, I am Fem. I am a yarn dyer here based in the Netherlands. I'm also a knitter. I crochet a little bit here and now, but the most important part, I am the starter of the Mindful Creators Clubhouse, which is in my opinion the coziest online community that is here, with people from all around the world, different ages. It is super fun to be in there. If you're looking for a cozy group, click the link below to learn more. But this video is about my hand-dyed yarn, as I said. As I just mentioned, I'm a yarn dyer from the Netherlands. I started dyeing this year July, so 2023 July. I opened my first collection in August, which was the college collection, and right now when you're seeing this, my second collection just launched for pre-order. It opened up the 29th of October, so last Sunday, and it will stay open till this Friday the 3rd of November. Yeah, I want to say November. During the creation of my second collection, I definitely stumbled across some obstacles and hurdles along the way, and in this video I'm going to talk about them and how I overcame them. And I hope to give you some tips that you can take along, whether you're a yarn dyer too, small business owner, or just someone in general that likes to hear about life advice. So here we go. As the title of this video already explains, there are a few different points that I would love to get into with you. First, things don't go as you expect them to go. Let me tell you first a little bit about the start of this collection and what I actually had in mind for it. I don't think I've told you the theme yet of my collection now, but I launched the Autumn Colors collection. It's actually here in the back. But it's definitely not how I imagined this collection. I actually started this collection working on it with in mind that it would be the butterfly collection. I've talked about it in a video before too, a little bit about what I was going to be doing. And this is definitely a point things don't go as you expect them to go. So I started creating this collection back in September. I just got home from vacation. I did the first launch and I just was itching to get back into creating something new. I'm definitely very obsessed with yarn dyeing. But also for yarn dyeing, you have to sell to be able to dye some more yarn because it is expensive to do if you don't sell. It's like, this is not for my own use, it's for you guys. But yeah, what I wanted to do is create something new for you, something that would give you a lot of inspiration, make you happy. Just my goal is just to make pretty things for you that you can make even prettier things with, you know? But yeah, I started working on the butterfly collection. I made a mood board. I'll post it up here. I posted this on my Instagram. People were happy about it and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. It was already different than what I just started dyeing, like at that point I dyed only yarn for like 2 months. But it was different than what I naturally gravitated towards, because I myself am a person that is like, okay, I need to find out what other people like. If you're in business, this is part of having a business, of course. You cannot only make things that you will like, only if that's maybe the thing that you know will sell really well, but it's important to figure out a little bit what the niche will like, what the future customers will like. You'll never be able to fully plan that off beforehand. But okay, I got into it. I was like, okay, it's fall season, or it's getting to be fall soon. I'm gonna make some more fall kind of colors, and it's gonna be the butterfly collection, and it's gonna fit. I did some research before I started working on the butterfly collection. I actually first online, just a lot of pictures, but then I also went to in real life to a butterfly safari, got a lot of pictures there. And I was like, okay, first things first, I can make things very hard for myself. Keep that in mind through this whole story. I took a lot of pictures there for inspiration. I was like, okay, I can only use my own pictures online for copyright laws. I study creative business. Copyright is one of the things that we also learn a little bit about. And one thing that I know is you're just not allowed to use pictures of other people without their consent. And in this case, that could even be Pinterest pictures, you know? I don't want to take a risk in that. But with that, I also made it very difficult for myself, because the colors that they had here in the butterfly safari are very different than what I had in mind for the collection. And I was like, okay, I need to go with it then. And then I also figured out, okay, let's just make it more fall because it's fall season. Good to know this at first. I started working on the collection and I realized really quickly on, it is just not the first thing that I would choose for. I said at the beginning, you have to make stuff that other people also like, but what I've also really learned is I do need to be inspired by it myself too. And just the connection of the yarns that I was making with butterflies just didn't really match together. So, as I said at the beginning, things don't go as you expect them to go. I knew I had to make a change. Number 2, it's okay to pivot. When I realized I wasn't really getting excited about this collection, I thought it didn't really fit the vibe. I wasn't sure if people were gonna get it, because I think if you think about butterflies, you think about maybe pastel purples. I don't know about you, but that's something that I also think about a lot, but mine was definitely more going to the rust, as you can see, and other kind of colors. I even made something really blue that I didn't really thought was fitting with the rest of the collection, so I knew I had to make a change. However, as I said in the beginning, I can make it very difficult for myself. I already put out this picture of my mood board, and I was like, okay, if I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do something else, are people not gonna be like disappointed or like confused, like what are you doing? I'm also still very new to yarn dyeing, so I think in the beginning it's nice to build a bit of a good relationship with the people that like your yarn. I don't know, I was just a little bit confused about it, but I realized it is not making me happy. I'm not 100% standing behind it, so there were a little bit 2 points in where I could go to, is or just leave it for now, do something else, or go with it. And I didn't really saw the third point that I eventually chose to do. I had a few calls with other yarn dyers that I'm in contact with, and out of those calls I realized, you know, I can make the decisions for my own business in this case, or my own color collection. So why am I making it so difficult for myself? Why am I keeping myself stuck in this one thing that I'm not super excited about, and maybe that will shine through and others maybe don't get it and it won't sell and I won't be able to keep doing this. So somehow out of one of those calls the idea came to be like, I can just change the whole vibe of the collection that makes it fit more. And that is when I came up with the idea of autumn colors, because one of the other things too is I created another color just randomly. I wanted to try something out just for my single colors. I also have colors outside of my collections that I launch on my website. And I realized this is such a good fall color. That was, let me just grab one for you. That is actually this color. I have it here in the hat set. I also have those online. Just a little bit of a good deal when you want to make some hat for yourself or gift for others. This is Woodland Wonders. It's a little difficult to see like this. Yeah. And I realized that is such a good fall color. I put them together and I was like, this is just a fall collection. And somehow it just worked so well together. So I already got excited. I was like, should I just change it to a fall collection? I think all the signs told me to do it. I was getting excited about it again. I thought of some new ways to market it, to make pictures, all those kind of things. So the choice was made. I was gonna pivot and it was gonna become the fall or the autumn colors collection. I don't even know my own collection names. Point number 3, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. The moment that I made the change from the butterfly collection to the autumn colors collection, I just realized I was getting so much more excited about it, and it was quite a thing for me to say, okay, I'm going to put this out. So at first the butterfly collection, and then change it to, no, it's going to be something completely different. And as in the colors will be kind of the same, but also not, and the vibe is different. But I realized it is my business. There are my rules. I should be able to make my own rules, you know? I'm really good at putting rules on myself, putting myself in a little box, and that's just not where the good things come from, or not where you will thrive. So that is what I really wanted to be able to do with this. And it was also a lot of fun. It was fun to get out of it. It was definitely a jump out of my comfort zone. I'm definitely a person that likes to, I have some mohair flying around, that likes to, or wants to be able to always, when I say something, that I'll also do it like that. But yeah, this was definitely a good choice to make. So when I started creating content for the collection, I was getting, as I said, I've been like a bit of a broken record right now, but so much more inspiration. It turned out so fun. I've got so many compliments on the pictures, which I'm really happy about, because I definitely put a lot of time and work in them, swatches and everything. I find it really important to make sure that you know what the color will look like. It's definitely a bit of an investment to make swatches, because I have to take out a skein for myself, which I probably won't use, or maybe in my Scrappy Blanket eventually. That's my idea behind it, that I will eventually put it in there. But I just want to put that in there, that you can see what it will look like, even though it might not be the most, how do you say it, best financial decision for me. But in other way, it could also help you to decide if you want to buy this yarn and if you want to make something with it. So it's a bit of both sides, you know. But yeah, back to the point of this point is it is so much more fun to try something new, even if it's scary in the beginning, because I definitely found it a bit scary, but I'm happy that I made the decision. Embrace the unknown. The last tip, embrace the unknown, is definitely something I want to give to everyone, because just in general, embrace the unknown. We had a call this last Saturday in the Clubhouse, as I said, my community group. We have a monthly guest speaker call, and Lauren was over from the Yarn Edit Co. Was also one of the people that I talked with about this while we were talking about the guest preparation and stuff. And we were creating a color together. We were a live dyeing session. It was a lot of fun. But we had a picture before, an inspiration picture, and made a color out of it. I hated what I was making. I really, really didn't like it. It was just not what I had in mind. They were not the colors that I wanted it to be. But we really talked about it afterwards, and I think a few of them said embrace the unknown. It's good to, I think I self said it too, we all said eventually, that it's just good to embrace the unknown, because you never know what will come out of it. It's actually a color that I find pretty fun now, so that's great. Same for the collection. There are definitely colors in here, for example the white one that you see, I will show them up close in a little bit, but that I wasn't just sure about. And in the way of the autumn collection, it's called Beneath the Airy Moons. It's a bit of a Halloween color. It fitted so well, and that makes it just so much more fun. I feel like I'm a bit of a broken record right now, but embrace the unknown can make you so much more happy in things. Be it in business, be it in life, be it in school, it can be anything. Work, yeah, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. It's good to try something new, and you never know what comes out of it. For example, here, a really fun autumn colors collection. I definitely want to take this with me for my next collection. I already have my next collection idea planned. It might be a little too niche for some, but I don't know, I'm really excited about it, and I think that's also really important that, as I said in the beginning, it might not always be, like, not every color that I make might be a color that I would wear. But I will look into it if other people like it too. But as long as I'm excited about it, that is the most important thing, I think. And that counts for a lot of things. So if you are a business owner too, a small business owner, be it in, I don't know, maybe also hand-dyed yarn or stationery or anything else like that, it's important to be excited about it, and then you can also look forward and see what else you can create, and that makes it just a lot more fun. Same for life. Broken record, I know, but I hope you get something out of it. Let me quickly show you the colors, because I've been talking about them, but I haven't shown them now. I just put them in this little box to make it a little bit easier to show you. This is the color that I already showed you just now. That is Woodland Wonders. It is so fun. So I just show you the swatches really quickly. I think I'm gonna do that too. I've made them, so I put a lot of work in it, so why not? I will quickly show you the colors and the swatches. So this is Woodland Wonders, and this is one of the colors that I'm most proud of, just because it's such a different technique than I normally use, and there are so many different colors in here. Just a lot of fun. Then we got Echoes of Autumn, which is also a really nice autumn color. This just reminds me of candy corn somehow, so let me know. I'm not even from the US, but I know what it is. I've never had it, I think. Maybe I had it once, but it just reminds me of it. And then added the black speckle in there. Then we got Beneath Airy Moons. As I said, this is a bit of a Halloween-y color. This color didn't go as I expected to go when I was dyeing it up. I even thought, okay, this is not going to be in a collection, in the butterfly collection at least, but it fitted really well in this collection. As you can see, there's a bit of a reddish speckle in there, speckle in there, and I think for a Halloween-y kind of color, it just fits. It just fits. I don't know. Then we got When the Leaves Fall. This is also really one of my favorites. This is the first one I created, I think. Again, a color that didn't go as I expected it to go while I was dyeing it. It went way too vibrant, so I did a over dye, which was kind of nerve-wracking, but it created this really fun fall, a little bit more muted, but also with some pops of orangey rust in there. And it's just a pure fall color. And last but not, ooh, there it goes actually. Oh, they're all falling out now. Last but not least, also really one of my favorites. It has a bit hard time to focus. This is Tales of Trees. And this is just a beautiful color. I think it's super wearable too. Pair it with the mohair or suri. Please focus. And it has this bit more subtle, like there are still kind of a different kind of colors. There are still quite a few different colors in here, but they go to, it's almost like a tonal, but then a bit more variegated, you know? So yeah, those are the colors together. Then I also have a sock set, and it's so cute. It is this mini sock set. Please focus on here, thank you. These are 5 20-gram minis. This beautiful deep brown, this tan color, this grassy green and a bit of a forest green, and then a neutral color like a cream. And it's so much fun. You can make some really fun socks with these. And as I said, I already showed you this one, but I have headsets. It sounds like a headset for calling. It's not like that, of course. It's a set of a fingering merino in the base flowy fingering that I have, which is 100% superwash merino. And then combined with or a mohair or a suri, one skein of it, 50 grams. And then together you can make some really beautiful, or maybe one or maybe 2 heads. Probably one, and a kid's head maybe. Depends on what kind of head you want to make, of course. But I am, for example, making it's actually here, my second Oslo hat I just finished. And I made this one with my suri, my undyed suri actually. Let me just put it on. I'm going really off script right now, but that's all okay. These hats are, oh, I love them. They're so nice. This is my second one already. The first one I made with my mystical mohair in Pink Dream. Super fun. And this one is with stracciatella, or stracciatella, if I want to say it a little bit more correctly. And it's actually, let me just see if it will focus on the head. And then my undyed suri. And then the undyed suri is also the base that will go together with Beneath the Airy Moons for the headset. So keep that in mind. I don't know, it's not even cold enough here in the Netherlands to really wear hats, but I started loving hats, started loving making them, and probably will make them for many more winters to come. I want to say summers, but I don't know where that came from. But yeah, that is everything. I really hope you got something out of these tips. Let me know if you've ever had a situation, as I said, business or life or work-wise, where you just really had to change something, was a little bit scared to do it, but you got out of it so much better. Please let me know. I love to go into conversation with you about this and with others in the comments, and I just hope you got something out of it. So thank you for listening, and I hope I see you next time. If you like this video, please like it and follow me here. It helps me a ton. I really appreciate it, because it's of course very much ascending kind of way this. I love to just be in conversation with you, and just when I get that little ping there, I'm like, hey, that's another person that likes it. So it's just, I appreciate it a ton. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye, creator.